Welcome to Landman, a neo-western that bleeds ambition and trips with crude. This isn't the cowboy myth you know, it's the modern oil rush, a dirty, dangerous empire built on greed and survival. At the heart of it all is Tommy Norris, a veteran landman and fixer for M-Tex Oil. Season 1 paints a gritty portrait of this one man trying to stay afloat in a sea of black gold, while everything around him burns. Here's the full breakdown. A brutal beginning. The show wastes no time setting its grim tone. It opens with a hooded Tommy being beaten senseless by cartel thugs. His boss is Monty Miller, the ruthless M-Tex patriarch who sees Texas not as home, but as a gold mine. Tommy once shared that dream until the oil bust wiped him out. Now he's divorced, drowning in debt and recovering from alcoholism, while struggling to stay relevant in a business that devours men like him. When the Midland cartel tries muscling into M-Tex territory, Tommy negotiates with Jimenez, a volatile enforcer for the cartel boss Galliano. Somehow he cuts a fragile deal to keep both sides out of each other's business. For now. The Big Bang. Then comes the literal explosion that kicks the series into overdrive. A drug-running plane collides with a tanker truck owned by M-Tex rival TTP on a lonely stretch of their Texas highway, and the desert sky erupts in a fireball. The instant blast links M-Tex to cartel activity, setting off a chain reaction of panic and cover-ups. Tommy scrambles to contain the damage, calling in favors, bribing cops, and burying evidence before federal investigators catch the scent. But every move drags him deeper into the mud. The Norris family meltdown. Away from the oil fields, Tommy's home life is no less chaotic. He shares a house with pump engineer Dale Bradley and company lawyer Nathan Saul, but the familial storm brews elsewhere. His daughter Ainsley comes for spring break with her boyfriend, rebellious, restless, and itching to stir up trouble. Their relationship quickly burns out, and Ainsley seeks comfort with local heartthrob Ryder Sampson. Meanwhile, her mother, Tommy's ex-wife, Angela, reappears. Angela's return rekindles old sparks and old wounds. She drags Ainsley into reckless escapades, like taking elderly residents out of a nursing home for a joyride that ends at a strip club. For a fleeting moment, they feel like a family again. Messy, wild, but alive. There's an estranged Norris too, Cooper, the son. Once a bright petroleum engineering student, he traded textbooks for the oil rig, driven by something to prove. He's determined to build his own future in the same industry that broke his father. But tragedy strikes on his first day. An explosion kills his entire crew and nearly takes his life. Corporate lawyer Rebecca Falcone arrives to contain the fallout, sharp, composed, and ruthless. Tommy wants justice for the victims, but Rebecca needs a scapegoat, and Tommy fits the bill. While the suits clean house, Cooper spirals into guilt and grief. He finds solace in Ariana, the widow of one of his fallen co-workers. Their grief-fueled romance is tender yet doomed, especially when Manuel, Ariana's brother-in-law, views it as betrayal. Manuel's rage erupts into a brutal beating that lands Cooper in the hospital. Tommy retaliates in fury, ensuring Manuel and his accomplice end up behind bars. But despite the revenge, father and son remain emotionally fractured. Corporate firestorm. The tension shifts from the desert to the boardroom. Tommy and Rebecca form an uneasy alliance to contain the circling lawsuit from TTP. Together, they navigate a corporate battlefield teeming with greed, blackmail, and backdoor deals. But the cartel isn't done. Jimenez reappears, demanding compensation for their lost shipment. Tommy plays a dangerous card, inviting the Texas National Guard to train on M-Tex land, hoping to scare the cartel off. Then tragedy strikes again. An M-Tex worker is crushed under a steel pipe. It's sudden, brutal, and symbolic. In the oil game, human life is just another line item on the expense sheet. Meanwhile, Cooper and Ariana grow closer. Cooper helps her manage her late husband's assets and defies Rebecca's manipulative tactics. He even fights for fair compensation for the dead workers, earning Monty's wrath, but proving his integrity. Determined to forge his own path, Cooper quits Big Oil to pursue Wolf Camp, a treacherous yet oil-rich drilling site. Like father, like son, he's charging into the same moral quicksand. Monty's fall, Tommy's rise. When Monty Miller suffers a massive heart attack, M-Tex teeters on collapse. With Monty down, Tommy reluctantly steps up, but his promotion feels more like a death sentence than a victory. In West Texas, power doesn't lift you up. It paints a target on your back.
Now, Monty's calculating wife, Cammy Miller, is in charge, rewriting the rules of power. Tommy's National Guard stunt backfires horribly. A training accident kills cartel soldiers, triggering bloody retaliation. Tommy is kidnapped, tortured, and left for dead by Jimenez, who has gone rogue and detonates one of M-Tex's drills in a fire-reactive revenge. Just as Tommy faces execution, Galliano steps in. But his rescue isn't mercy, it's business. The cartel wants in on the oil game. For Galliano, it's evolution. For Tommy, it's damnation. The offer is clear: partner with the devil or be buried by him.
It's survival at the cost of his soul.
Coyotes and Crossroads. The final scene delivers the season's most haunting image. Earlier, Tommy watched a neighbor shoot a coyote. Now, after all the blood and betrayal, another coyote prowls near his fence. This time, Tommy lets live. "Coyotes get shot around here," he mutters, half warning, half confession. The symbolism is unmistakable. Tommy is the coyote, wounded, cunning, and surviving on instinct in a land that wants him dead. Landman Season 1 ends with Tommy standing on his porch, staring into the blazing Texas horizon, the reluctant new king of an empire built not on who drills deeper, but on who can live with the stains on their hands. The oil rush is far from over, and the next strike could come from anywhere or anyone. If you like this recap, like and subscribe to First Curiosity, because the oil boom might just be beginning. But for Tommy Norris, redemption is already running dry.